An electric car. Not exactly what you'd expect to see us review at Motive DVD, but to be honest, I've always wanted to try one, and thanks to Holden Australia, we got to try out the Holden Volt for a couple of weeks. Now ignore the futuristic, although wind tunnel tested with 0.28 drag coefficient, love it or hate it looks, for a moment and worry purely about how it drives. Driving an electric car is weird at first, with only a mild hum and some faint tyre noise, but it makes it a very quiet and tranquil place when you have the radio playing cruising along. The well-equipped interior in the Volt also has polarising looks and styling, but there is no doubt it is a very comfortable place to be. In fact, I quite enjoyed it as a daily driver. All of the displays for the car's performance are almost entertaining. It becomes a challenge to see if you can keep the energy efficiency meter in the zone, and it's cool watching how the system is charging and working. But how does it drive? Quite well, to be honest. It's heavy for its size at 1720 kilos, but it handles as good as anything you would compare it to in the same size and performance bracket. It hides its weight rather well. But the big question is, what's it like when you put your foot down? With the radio and the air conditioning off, is the lightest of hum from the electric motor that can't even be heard over the sound of the quietest tyres I've ever heard making noise. But surprisingly, when you put your foot flat, it gets moving. It's bizarre. It doesn't feel fast, it's got this real instant torque that just kind of gets the car moving. It doesn't so much as accelerate as just magically appear at the speed that you want it to be. It doesn't feel fast at all, but it's actually a lot quicker than you suspect. 111 kilowatts might not sound like much, but 370 newton meters of torque is. This means the Volt actually gets along quite well, surprisingly well. It's very quick off the line with instant torque and rockets to 60 quite well, but it does taper off from there for a 0 to 100 of 9 seconds. But then again, anyone buying a Volt is probably stuck below 80 k's an hour anyway, so it's quick where it counts. Let's face it, the main two reasons to buy this car are being eco-friendly and to save on fuel. The powertrain in the Volt is unlike any other electric car and hybrids, yet it makes the most amount of sense and really is the best option. A conventional hybrid has a petrol engine and transmission just like any normal car, but is supplemented by an electric motor. Sometimes it engages electric-only mode, but it mostly works in conjunction. An electric car is, well, purely electric. The Volt, though, has been labelled as an extended range electric vehicle. It has a 1.4 litre petrol engine inside, but it doesn't drive the wheels, ever. Only the electric motors drive the wheels, and think of the engine as a portable generator used to charge the batteries whenever the juice gets low. If you don't drive it much and charge the Volt every night at home or during the day at work, you might go a whole week without the engine even turning on. But forget to charge it, travel too far, or drive too briskly, and the portable petrol generator starts up and keeps you going. You barely notice it kick in as it doesn't drive the wheels, and the car drives exactly the same. The 35 litre fuel tank could last you a month if you charge it at home and at work each day, meaning it can cost you less than $10 a week to run the car. But on the flip side of the low running costs is the high buying price. At $60,000 plus on roads, it's double the price of a similar sized Holden Cruise in turbo form and optioned up to match. Once electric vehicles' costs drop down to be comparable to their petrol brethren, then the future will arrive, and to be honest, I'm not too scared. Especially when Porsche, McLaren and Ferrari are building hybrid hypercars. Not so lame now, are they?